So right there. So can someone tell me what was the scope of DSA? Why DSA is so important in anyone? In which companies, you can expect high scope of DSA? Can you guys tell me like mainly? Huh? Anyone? Archana, Venkatesh, Dhananjay? Yeah, mostly product-based companies. Yeah, but now the trend I can see, some service-based companies which are offering high packages also. They're also expecting. Okay, right? Okay. So mostly, if you open YouTube, LinkedIn, right? Okay, you can see a buzzword called Mang. Okay, do you have that idea, guys? What, what, what was Mang about? Anyone? What is Mang about? This acronym. Anyone? Any idea, guys? Yeah, yeah, correct. Yeah, yeah. So this acronym is so famous on LinkedIn. Okay, people will call Mang, 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 Mang. Okay, yeah. So that's yeah. This is the so basically in these companies you can expect DSC scope is very important. Okay, you can say see if you take Amazon. Okay, Amazon like when I was attending this interview for after my college, I attended this company interview, right? Okay, so they kept four rounds total DSA, or total DSA. One one is behavioral round in that they are asking some leadership principles and all, and again in that round also they gave me one DSA problem. Okay, so this much important, guys. So this I applied for HD1 right after my college days. Okay, yeah, right, and I attended PayPal. Okay, PayPal. So in this also three rounds they kept three rounds only on DSA, and then Paytm 2 rounds on DSA, guys. Okay, so like this you can see n number of companies, n number of cloud-based companies. They will be looking for DSA, right? Okay, right, guys. So what are the roles, guys? We can expect in every cloud-based company. Can someone tell me? There are 2 to 3 major roles in every cloud-based company. Anyone? Okay, okay. Guys, can someone tell me? Tell me, are you able to hear properly? Now I switch. Okay, now I have switched off my fan. Is it okay now? Yeah, yeah, okay. Because I think it's due to for fan sound. Okay, okay, right. Yeah, yeah, guys. I'm asking what were the roles in product-based companies mainly? There are 2 to 3 roles you can see on every application. Anyone can tell me those roles? HD is in that. HD. You can find HD1. Yeah, yeah, SD1, 2, 3. Okay, right. So basically, SD1 is for fresher guys. Okay, right. Yeah, SD1 is for mainly for fresher only. Okay, fresher roles only. They are okay. So right, in the campus placements, they will hire for SD1, and right after the college, whosoever freshers are trying to get a job in product-based company, they will be appearing for SD1, right? Okay, so this is SD1. Okay, then SD1, SD2, and SD3. Okay. So for HD1, okay, I don't know how many are freshers here. So mainly DSA guys, okay, 100% DSA. You can say you can not 99%, okay, you can say 100% DSA. Okay. For SDE2, you can say it is like something like 60-40 guys. Okay. It is like 60% DSA and 40%. Anyone can tell me apart from DSA? Yes, system design guys. Okay, 40% system design. And SD3, this is senior level roles, okay? Like, 7 years, 8 years, 10 years, like that. Okay, here you can expect, the unfortunate thing is here also, while I was speaking with my lead, okay, here also they are testing on DSA, but it is so unfair because, testing 10 plus years guys with DSA is so unfair, I feel, because they have a high practical knowledge and they might be leading multiple projects, okay, in their in their term. But again, testing those guys also on DSA, guys, trust me. Okay, so here also they're asking 50% on DSA for product based companies, guys. Okay, and remaining 50% they're asking for their experience and their system design knowledge again. Okay, yeah, so I feel it is not fair thing to test 10 15 years guys on DSA and system design. Okay, they need to be tested on their experience, their team management capability, like that. But unfortunately, this is the trend we have. This is the exact trend guys we have. Okay, right. Okay, so the so you can see the mostly the man companies guys, you can see lot of DSA requirements guys. Okay, Microsoft, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, and Google. Okay, so earlier it is FANG, now they are calling it as MANG, but both are same only. Okay, right. And apart from these man companies, you can see top banks, right? Can you name some banks guys, top banks? Anyone which are hiring for HDs? Anyone? Yeah, Morgan Stanley guys, you can hear me properly right now? Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, okay, and DBS Bank, DBS Bank, and Lloyd Bank. Okay, I used to have this offer letter. Okay, way back. Okay, and Lloyd Bank I worked for some time. Yeah, right. Lloyd Bank. This is the UK bank. This is a Development Bank of Singapore, and this is Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley. Right. I think you can see multiple some other banks as well. Okay, so these companies also, hire mostly on DSA guys. Okay, and when it comes to e-commerce, okay, can you name some company guys? Anyone? The e-commerce companies, anyone who who will ask mainly on DSA? Anyone guys? Can someone tell me here? Yeah, Amazon, which I already told in Amazon, then Flipkart. Okay, Flipkart, and then guys, one main company is there guys. Anyone tell me what was that? Yes, Walmart. Correct, guys. I was expecting this answer. Walmart. But unfortunate thing is, 1,500 people has been laid off from Walmart. Okay, that is so unfortunate. But yeah, one interesting news I came through my colleague. Okay, one guy laid off. Okay, he has been paid 30 lakhs. That 1 year salary he got paid. Okay, 30 lakh he got paid in from Walmart. Okay, one of my colleague was telling me on last week. Okay, 30 lakh, his friend been laid off. Okay, 30 lakh they have paid. See, even from the product based companies, even if you being laid off also, you can have such advantage guys. Okay, so Walmart is also biggest e-commerce company. And recently one more company has become so popular. Can you name that guys? Anyone? Huh? Apart from these three companies, there was one more company which was so popular, Mintra. Right? This is also hiring guys. Okay, so related to e-commerce, you can see these companies hiring on DSA. Okay, right. And healthcare guys, can you name some companies in the healthcare sector? Hmm? Which one? US? Ah, yeah, GE Global, right? You're saying this one only, right? GE Healthcare, yeah, GE Healthcare, yep. This is one of the biggest healthcare company. And anyone guys? I was expecting one more company. Yeah, now I can see something else. Yeah. GE Healthcare is one of the biggest healthcare company. Yeah. And one more, there is one biggest, is Fortune 5 company also, by the way. I think now it's Fortune 10. Anyone? Can you guess that company? Yes, UHG. I was expecting that because I worked for here for 2 years. Okay. United Health Group. Yeah. United Health Group. Basically, it will be on the name of Optum, guys. Okay. Yeah. So for UHG, they have two things. One is UHC, United Healthcare, and second one is Optum. Okay. So Optum deals with the software sector of UHG, and UHC deals with the pharmaceuticals of UHG. Okay. So this is one of the biggest company in healthcare. Okay. And this is one of the Fortune 10 company. When I joined, this is Fortune 5 organization. Now it is Fortune 10 company. Okay. Right. And there is one more company you can see, look, Apollo, Citus Health, like that. You can see a number of product based companies. Okay. Right. Which com which company? What is spelling? Okay, okay. I'm not sure about that. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Fine, fine. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Maybe I think it's a big company. I'm not sure. And yeah, like that. These are some healthcare companies, which they focus mainly on DSA guys. Okay. Yeah. And then we have covered banking, healthcare, e-commerce, and social media. Anyone social media you can see right on the names itself on social media. No, you can say Meta, right? Uh, I think I never seen Instagram, WhatsApp hiring somewhere. Okay, in India, I think, but I'm not sure. Okay, uh, yeah, I think we can have this company. Okay, right? And Google. Okay, Google. They mainly 100% DSN system design. Guys, this one. Okay, again Google. Yeah, 100% DSN system design. They'll pay a lot, guys. Okay, trust me. Okay, for HD2, they can pay around 60. Yeah, for HD2, they can pay around 60 to 80, guys. Okay, right? 60 to 80 LPA for HD2. For freshers also, they're paying more than 50. Okay, with the stocks, bonus, and everything. And Amazon for HD2 and HD3, they're paying around 80. Amazon also. Okay, so the thing is, why I'm telling these all facts. So what to let you know, guys. The scope of DSA and the market. On which DSA is having. Okay, right. So this is the scope of the DSA, guys. Okay, and for seniors, okay, for 4+ years, okay, for 3+ years of experience, right? You guys should learn DSA with system design, okay? Only DSA can't help you guys, okay? In this system design, it is mainly of two parts, okay? Anyone can tell me the two parts of system design, guys? Anyone? Yep, LLD and HLD, guys. Okay, you can say low level design and high level design, okay? See, DSE is only enough for freshers to crack the product-based companies, okay? But for experience, it is 60% only. The remaining 40% is mainly system design, guys. Don't underestimate system design also. You might be thinking, I have some practical knowledge and I can answer. No, you need to learn system design also properly, okay? You can find some resource online or some course are there, okay? You need to focus, you need to give some time, guys. It is not like the system design is not that easy, okay? There are a lot of use cases you can come across in system design also, okay? Suppose for me I was asked, okay, in a company called New Relic, okay, it is one of the prod based company, okay, in offline they have asked me, can you tell me the system design of WhatsApp, okay? In that they have asked me how the futures of WhatsApp, how you know what was the how we can establish communication between two users, how the group chat works, how the notification works, like that they will ask everything, okay, right? In one more company they have asked me Swiggy system design, okay? Swiggy system design. In this they'll ask how the rider is assigned, how the order being placed, okay, how they can cancel the order, multiple things they will come across, okay? And sometimes they will ask you some practical things also, right? uh, you can say, in Walmart, for me, they have asked me OTP system design, guys. Okay, what is that? OTP system design. They have troubled me like anything in that day. OTP system design. See, here the system design is everything you need to explain on theory basis only, but they will ask you, the counter problems. Okay, suppose if you say like, how they will ask you how you establish communication between two users in WhatsApp. Okay, guys, is my am I audible properly? Are you following it so far? Anyone have any issues with my speed, or am I going faster? Is it like that? No, right? Are you following it so far? Basically, I used to speak bit faster, and yeah. So if I'm going faster now, please stop me. Okay. Yeah, yeah. They have asked me what are the ways how you establish, communication between two users on WhatsApp. Okay. So at that time, you should tell, sir, only HTTP cannot serve you the purpose. You should say, three ways. One way is long pooling and short pooling, and WebSocket. And third way is SSE, okay, server side events, okay. So you need to explain these three things, and you need to tell them which one is apt for WhatsApp or any chatting application, okay. And you need to justify your answer, okay. Like that, you need to go, guys, okay. So you need to have this knowledge as well, okay. And in system design, you need to have the understanding of you know capacity estimation. You should start with the capacity estimation. How much space is required. Suppose I'm not supposed to teach system design now. Just I'm giving on a high level. Okay, what system design is, okay. So capacity estimation means, suppose you can say 2 billion users on WhatsApp. Okay, so on an average, each user sends 50 messages per day, like that. If you so, it is 2 into 50. It is 100 billion messages. 100 billion messages. Okay, and for one message, let us say it is taking for one message, it is taking 500 bytes. 500 bytes. So now the total memory required, okay, per day is 100 into 500, 100 billion into 500 bytes. Okay, and suppose this is per message. No, this is the total messages per day. Now if you want for 1 year now, you should have this much capacity, guys, okay. Like that, you need to give capacity estimation. Then functions. So then functional requirements, you should ask the interview, okay. You should ask the interviewer, okay. They won't tell you, design the chart future, design the group future, like that. They won't ask you. You need to ask them, sir, is this okay? So okay, one-to-one communication, okay, and group communication, and the last scene, how the last scene works, like that. You should ask every future, okay, to the interviewer, okay. Because they won't tell you explicitly. You should ask the interviewer, okay. This is the way, okay. This is how the system design round will go, guys, okay. Okay, for 3 to 4 years, they will ask you, low level designs sometimes. But 5 plus years now, they will definitely ask for HLD, high level designs only, okay. And this is not that easy, okay. Trust me, this is not that easy, okay. I agree, DSA is difficult, but system design is also having, some challenges, guys. It has its own challenges, okay, right. Okay, so this is about DSC, sorry, system design on high level. So if in this course possible, I'll give you some insights related to system design also. Okay, I'll take few classes related to system design also. Okay, right, guys. So any doubts, guys, so far? Now I'll walk through the syllabus sheet for DSA. Syllabus sheet for DSA. Before going to that, any doubts you have? Anyone? Venkatesh, Archana, who are there in the class? 7 people are there. Yeah. Guys, any doubts, guys? Anyone? No. No, right? Okay. Let me move to the syllabus sheet, guys. Okay. Yeah. Now coming to the syllabus sheet. Okay. Basically, in the market, DSA means they will start from stack. Okay. Okay. Stack, queue, linked list, and a tree like that. Okay. Continues. Okay. This flow continues. But the thing is, I have seen a lot of students, like this is my sixth batch. Okay. Like I have taken 2 batches in different institute, and 4 batches till now on my own. Okay. In my own institute. Okay. Right. I have seen a lot of students struggling with the arrays, strings, and collection framework, guys. Okay. So before starting on DSA, we will be solving enough problems on arrays, strings, and collection framework, guys. Okay. Collection framework. Okay. So once these are completed, then only we'll move to the official, you can say DSA. Okay, right? Okay. So in arrays, you can have n number of challenging problems. In strings, we have n number of challenging problems. In collections, we have n number of challenging problems. And please don't expect teach theory part of core Java. Nothing like that. I'm gonna teach. I will be focusing mainly on the problem solving techniques. Okay. So this course is mainly on the problem solving techniques, guys. So but I'll teach theory part. You know something required, na, then I'll teach theory part definitely. But mainly I'll focus on this problem solving part only. Okay. So basically, I don't know how many are CSE guys here. Okay. So in DSA, in the college level, DSE in the college level, the syllabus, mainly they will focus on implementation part. Implementation part. Okay. Then they will use to teach some standard examples. Okay. This is how it works in college, guys. Okay. Even because I took DSA in my college. I'm from EC background, but out of my interest, I have opted a DSE as an program elective. Okay. In VAT. Okay. So implementation part and standard examples only they will teach. From these standard examples you will get some problems here and there in the interview, sorry, in the exam, and you will be writing 10 marks, 5 marks, 20 marks, like that. But here my focus is mainly on problem solving. Suppose if you take the linked list, we'll try to solve 20 to 30 programs on the linked list, guys, from various online platforms. Okay. And if you take a tree, I'll try to solve again 20 plus programs on trees from various online platforms. So mainly I use online platforms like GFG, HackerRank, and Lead Code and Coding Ninjas. So these are the 4 platforms which I used to use, guys. Okay. So mainly, okay, right. So my way of teaching is DSE is, you can see theory part and implementation less and problem solving is more, guys. Okay. So mainly you can say like 20% of theory part and implementations and 80% you can say problems only. Okay. 80% you can expect problems only, guys. Okay. Because in interviews, no one will ask what is linked list, types of linked list, what is double linked list, like that. No one will ask, guys. Okay. So mainly they will give you one problem statement and they will give you one problem statement and they will give you 20 minutes of time, 20 to 25 minutes of time, and they will see how you are approaching the problem, the way you solving the problem. Okay. And the way you optimize the problem and the way you optimize the space complexity, time complexity, like that they will see mainly. Okay. In product based companies, they will see mainly these factors, guys, like the approach you have taken the problem. See, every time answer is not important, guys. If you get the answer, that is completely fine. But if you're not able to get the answer, at least you should tell the approach. Okay. And then at least you should tell the complexity, how much time complexity you're taking and how much space complexity you're taking, and you, how you're trying to optimize the time. This is main important, guys. Okay. Optimization is so important. Okay. Why means, see, suppose whoever targeting the magna, they can write the code and they can get the answer easily, guys. But this optimization only, which make the man candidate and to the normal candidate, which make a difference between a man candidate and a normal candidate. Or if you want to stand out from the pool, right, you should optimize the code, guys. Suppose if the time complexity, don't worry, I'll tell you going forward. If the time complexity is big of n cube, you should optimize to big of n square, big of n, or n log n, something like this. You should optimize, guys. So how much ever possible you should optimize, guys. Okay. This is the main, you can say, asset of cracking mang. Okay. This is the pillar. Okay. You can say. Okay. So trust me, whoever appearing for the mang interviews or a product based company interviews, they can easily write the solution, guys, because they might be preparing to that level. But out, if you want to clear the final select, right, this optimization is so important, guys. Okay. Right. So that's why, the my way of teaching is like, I'll give you one problem statement every day. One problem statement. I'll ask you to solve for 5 minutes. Okay. Then I'll teach, and first I will teach with a higher time complexity, whatever possible. Then I'll try to optimize. This is how my way of teaching, guys. Okay. Right. So I have gathered around, you know, uh, topic wise 200 programs, 200 plus programs. I think you can see on that poster. Okay. I have mentioned 200 programs around. Okay. So this is the Excel sheet which I follow. Where is that Excel sheet, guys? Yeah. This is the Excel sheet. In this Excel sheet, you can see, topic wise, 200 plus programs. Okay. So I used to follow this for multiple batches. So you can see here basic programs, problems on strings, problems on arrays. Okay, arrays you can see 20 problems, and problems on binary search. Okay, problems on collection, sliding window, right? Stacks and queues, linked list, trees, graph, okay, like that, okay, dynamic programming and backtracking. And not these are some on these are some of the programs only, but batch by batch I used to increase the problem. Suppose in the backtracking, in my previous batch, if I solve 5 questions, now this batch I can easily solve 8 to 10 problems, okay, because my exposure will also become bigger, right? Yeah, so batch to batch, so you can expect you can expect like that. Okay, yeah. Guys, any doubts guys so far related to my teaching or anything? If no doubts, we can go for a problem, syllabus sheet. Oh, someone has been, yeah, 1 month. Guys, any doubts here? Venkesh, any doubts, Venkesh? All right. Okay, okay, okay. Clear. Yeah, let me walk through the syllabus sheet, guys, now, okay? So, if you want any of my resources now, you can type simply GitHub Sunil Kiran, okay? So, you can get on the Chrome. This is my first link. This is the current company which I'm working. This is my previous company which I work. Okay, why it's not coming, guys? Yeah. Why it is not coming? Basically, it is supposed to come, but okay, it's updated. 1 minute. I'll open that syllabus sheet. Let me give me some time. Okay. This is my syllabus sheet. You can see, you can find my repositories here. Okay. You can find my DSA syllabus sheet here, guys. Okay. I think some of you might appear in my free batch. Okay. In that free batch, I have covered these basic programs. Okay. If you remember. So this is the first chapter. Okay. So based on the batch and based on the student capacity, I suppose if the students are good, okay, they already know these basics. I won't be teaching these basics. Okay. But if students are, we have are lacking somewhere, I will be teaching these things. Okay. Then comes arrays. Again, problems on basics of arrays. Okay, so in Python, I'll use to teach on list, guys. Okay, Python list. Okay, you can replace arrays with list. Okay, introduction of basics of arrays, problems on arrays, and hacker rank, coding, and integrating with Java collection framework. In Python, it is Python collection, Python data structures. Okay, and discussion about time and space complexity. Okay, so in arrays, we'll solve n number of programs, guys. Okay, and then comes strings here. Okay, so again, we'll solve the questions on strings. Okay, and Java collection framework. How can we integrate with the strings with Java collection framework, like that? Okay, then comes stacks and queues. It is very important. Introduction to implementation of stacks, introduction to implementation of queue. See, first I will teach the implementation part in introduction only for any topic, guys. Okay, then only I'll go for the standard programs. Okay, whatever there and whatever there on in the online sheet. Okay, like that. Then comes the linked list, introduction of linked list, types of linked list. Okay, so you can see single linked list, double linked list, circular linked list, like that. There are a number of models are there in the linked list, and these are the questions which you should discuss. And more than this, I have on the Excel sheet, guys. These are some sample programs only I have pasted over here. Okay, adding and removing an element to linked list, reversing a linked list, adding two numbers to the linked list, removing nth node from the linked list, and nth node from the end, intersection point of linked list, middle element of linked list, detect a loop in linked list, rotate a linked list, merge to sorted linked list, flattening a linked list, and design a browsing history. Okay. So this is one of the low-level design problem which you can see here and there. Design a browsing history. Okay. So these are the programs on linked list, guys. Okay. right? So basically, in company Joha guys, anyone know here why that point came? I'll tell you. Yeah. So while I was appearing Joho no in LLD round, okay, that was the final round. Okay, when I was the 1+ year of experience, no, I attended this Joho interview. They have asked me, you know, implementation of hash map, implementation of hash map or map, you can say implementation of map. In Python, it is dictionary, guys. Okay. So in that, okay, the internal implementation is related to linked list only. If you know the linked list well, then only you can answer this kind of program. So if you know this linked list stacks and QNA, it will help you a lot in LLD, okay, low level design rounds. Okay, that's why I'm telling you. This is the same question they have asked me in Joho system design round, right? Then comes trees, guys. Okay, trees introduction, types of trees, traversals. Okay. See, basically, what people will thought, the trees and graph are the one of the difficult topics in DSA. But I don't think so, guys. In trees, if you understand traversals, okay, pre-order, in order, post order, and then level order, and then graph, if you understand BFS and DFS, if you understand these algorithms, these five algorithms, you know, clearly, if you know the flow, if you know the how the stack frames will work, like that, if you know, na, you can you can solve any program, guys. So if you understand these five easily, okay, you can attempt any program on DSE on trees and graphs. But trust me, these are not at all a complex topics. But people will think these two are the complex topics of DSA, but they are not. Okay, yeah. I just want to mention these things. So if you learn the traversals in both trees and graphs properly, then you can answer any problem. Okay, right? And then implementation, okay, pre-order and order, post-order using stacks. Next question is maximum depth of the binary tree, balanced binary tree, identical trees, vertical view, top view, left view, right view, maximum width of the binary tree, interaction to binary search tree, search in a binary tree, seed in a binary tree, floor in a binary tree, check for BST, AVL tree, and B tree. Okay. Nowadays, I can see in Mangna they are asking on problems on AVL tree also. Okay. Don't neglect these questions, these topics also. Okay. And apart from this, you can see some more links on with my sheet. Okay. Yeah. Right. And again, I'm telling my course is totally related to practical solving only. I don't expect more theory. Okay. Yeah. I can see I'll teach theory, but whatever is required. Okay. But it is not the end. Okay. Then comes graph, guys. Okay. Again, I told this if you learn these two, depth first search and depth first search, whole graph is, you can say it's like a cakewalk for you. Okay. Right. So basically, you know, if you know this company is called, Rapido, Ola, Uber, Swiggy, you know, they have they will ask mainly these graph problems, guys. You know, you can expect graph problems over there because it is graph is related to the distance, okay, and the shortest path and how the connected components are there, loops in a graph, you know, acyclic graphs like that. Okay, so mainly these companies will focus on those graphs area. Okay, right, guys. Is my voice is clear so properly? Are you able to understand so far? Any doubts? Okay, thanks, Pawan. Right. Okay. Then comes topological sort, alien sort, Dijkstra algorithm. See, Dijkstra algorithm is one of the famous algorithm, guys. Okay. You can do Dijkstra algorithm by using priority queue and Dijkstra algorithm by using set and Bellman-Ford algorithm, Kruskal algorithm, Prim's algorithm. Okay. See, guys, this is not at all a language specific. Don't think DSA is language specific. You can solve DSA by using C++, DSA using Python, DSA using Java. Okay. In this course, I can solve, and I used to solve by using Python and Java, guys. Okay. Right. Then searching and sorting. Okay. Yeah. Guys, can someone tell me what is searching and sorting? Anyone? Anyone, guys, can tell me searching and sorting? And what is searching? Yes, yes, exactly correct. Exactly correct. So in searching, we have a linear search and a binary search, guys. And in sorting, we have a 6 to 7 algorithms. You might be thinking why these are required, okay? But the challenge is, in mang level interviews, they will give you the statement. They won't mention, that can be solved by using binary search. They won't mention that can be solved by using quick sort or merge sort. You need to learn that algorithm, and you need to identify the pattern. Oh, this problem can be solved by using binary search. Like that, you need to identify and you need to solve. They won't give you hint, okay? So binary search, there are n number of programs we can solve, okay? N number of programs we can solve. On quicksort and mergesort also, you can solve n number of programs case. Okay, don't think these are specific to only for searching and sorting. Okay, based on these algorithms, you can solve n number of problems on searching and sorting. Okay, clear? And you should identify the pattern, guys. They will give you the question very cleverly. Okay, right? In one of the Amazon interview, they asked me, suppose if I gave n equal to 38, you should tell me the nearest perfect square. How much 36 is the nearest perfect square? No, you should tell me, and its square root. See, this question is, you know, while they asked me this question, it is very hard to strike that, oh, this question can be solved by using binary search. But this question can be easily solved by using binary search, guys. Okay. So you need to identify these patterns. Okay. Yeah. Going forward, we'll discuss n number of programs, guys, here. Okay. Selection sort, insertion, or bubble sort, yeah, like that. And binary search and its programs. See, I gathered 10 programs, but there are again 10 more programs I can solve. Easily, I can solve 20 programs on binary search. Okay. And then this is also one of the strongest areas, sliding window and 2-point algorithm. Okay. So basically, the sliding window algorithm and 2-point algorithm help you to reduce the time complexity. Okay. So basically, I told in the beginning, so optimization is the mandatory thing. Okay. So if you're taking big O of n cube time complexity or big O of n square time complexity, the interviewer will not accept the solution. Okay. The solution they won't accept. Okay. You should solve by using big O of n or n log n or log n. Okay. So if you are comfortable with binary search and sliding window and 2-point algorithm, then only you can optimize to this level. Okay, if you don't know this binary search, sliding window, and 2-pointer, you can't optimize, guys. Trust me, you can't. You not at all optimize. Optimization is not that easy. Okay, you should master the algorithms. Okay, right. Yep. Recursion. Can someone tell me what is the specialty of recursion? Anyone? First, tell me what is recursion. Yeah, function itself, it will call itself only. It's called recursion. Okay, very clear. Okay. Now, why this is so important means in DSA, you can have a concept of trees, you can have a concept of graph, you can have a concept of DP, and you can have a concept of backtracking. Okay. And many more concepts. For these four concepts, recursion is the backbone, guys. If you know recursion, then only you can understand these concepts well. Okay. These applications well. Otherwise, you can't learn these concepts. So before teaching these four concepts, I'll give recursion and its applications in detail, guys. Okay, right? Okay, now. And I just want to say, don't simply satisfy for service-based companies, guys. Okay, try to get into product-based company. Okay, which will pay you a lot. Okay, right? So for product-based company, these four areas are so important. Okay, yeah. See, they can pay you 30 lakhs easily, guys. Trust me. Okay, they can pay you 30 lakhs in product-based companies so easily, guys. Okay, yeah. And if you selected for Amazon or Google, you can expect a lot of packages. Okay, trust me, they have a stock options, ESOPs, many more things are there, guys. Okay, right. Yeah. See, why I'm telling means, I have worked in product-based companies, multiple product-based companies in my career, so I know the benefits of working over there. Okay, right. Okay, then comes dynamic programming. This is very important for Mang. Okay, in this dynamic programming, we will be seeing climbing stairs, frog jump, house robber, grid unique path, subset sum problem, partition problem, knapsack, minimum coins, coin change, rod cutting, and longest common, subsequence, and minimum insertions, and edit distance. Okay, these are the programs which we'll see. And apart from this, we'll see some more programs also. Okay, then backtracking, then try, keep, like this, guys. So if I miss any concept here, if you get back to me, I'll teach, okay, that concept also. Okay, it's not like these are the, but these are the major topics of DSA, guys. Okay, guys, any doubts here so far? All right, okay, yep. Yeah. When comes to, yeah, we are almost done with the class. When comes to timing and price of the fee, timings and fee. Okay. So daily we'll be teaching 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. IST, 1 hour class daily. Okay. This is as of time now, and based on the students and the batch, it will vary. Okay. It and the price is 9K with recordings, guys. Okay. This is the total price and fee. Okay. Yeah. So this is about the day one class, and from tomorrow we'll be slowly walking through the basics and solve some programs on lead code, hacker rank, and GFG here and there, and we'll be taking on them, guys. Okay, right? Clear? Any doubts, guys? So far, anyone? Yeah, you can ping me if you have any questions or doubts. Okay, okay, Venkatesh, you can drop for the day. And Venkatesh, any doubts, Venkatesh, so far? టైమింగ్స్ నేను చెప్తాను. టైమింగ్స్ అయితే నేను చెప్తాను. అంటే స్టూడెంట్స్ ఫైనలైజ్ అయితే no, 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 bro. I can understand the problem. Okay, based on the students. Okay, now I can see 2 to 3 people enrolled already. Okay, and they are also comfortable in any timings, any odd timing. Odd means like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock morning. Okay, so based on the total the students, now I will finalize the batch. Okay, but don't worry, I can convince the students. Okay, if you have some difficulty in timing. Okay, and I'll share this. I'll daily I will upload the recording. Don't